If you have a dog in Vermont, you know that life here is just different. And finding the right trainer means getting your dog ready for all the unique things our state has to offer, from snowy trails to a busy farmer's market. So let's get into what makes a trainer a really great fit for a Vermont dog.
Here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about the Vermont lifestyle with a dog, then how to find a trainer that matches your needs. We'll go over the key questions you need to ask, what to expect for cost and time, and finally, where you can put all that great training to use.
Okay, first things first. What makes having a dog here so unique? Well, it's a real adventure, and that means our dogs need a very specific set of skills to really enjoy it all.
I mean, anyone who's tried to keep their floors clean during mud season or navigated an icy sidewalk with a dog knows exactly what I'm talking about. Your everyday life is the training ground, and here in Vermont, that ground is always changing.
This is why good training here is about real-world skills. We're talking about teaching your dog to walk right past road salt instead of trying to eat it. It's about working on polite greetings for when you're at the Burlington Farmers Market. And of course, building a calm focus so that a surprise flock of turkeys on a trail doesn't turn your whole hike upside down. It's even about managing that indoor time during our long winters and knowing the specific leash laws in your town.
So, how do you find someone who can teach all these Vermont-specific skills? Let's look at two of the most important things: their training methods and their qualifications.
The gold standard for modern, effective dog training is positive reinforcement. Basically, this just means using a reward your dog loves, like a treat or some praise, the moment they do what you ask. This makes them want to do it again. It builds a trusting relationship instead of using fear, which is just safer for everyone and gives you results that actually last.
Now, Vermont doesn't actually require trainers to be licensed, so looking for certifications is a really helpful shortcut. It shows that a trainer has put in the time and money for their education and passed some tough exams. For most everyday training, look for things like CPDT-KA or KPA-CTP. If you're dealing with something more serious like anxiety, a certification like CBC-CEKA is a really good sign of some advanced expertise.
You'll also need to decide on the format. In-home training is awesome for tackling issues right where they happen, like barking at the mail carrier or jumping on guests. Group classes, on the other hand, are perfect for practicing focus around distractions, which is a key skill if you want to enjoy places like Church Street or a brewery patio with your pup.
Okay, so you've got a few potential trainers in mind. Now it's time to interview them. Having a checklist of questions ready to go makes this whole process way smoother.
Making sure it's the right fit is everything. So here are the most important things to cover in that first conversation so you can feel really confident about who you hire.
These are the must-asks. Start with their methods. You want to confirm they use positive reinforcement. Ask about credentials. But pay close attention to this one. How will you tailor this for our Vermont lifestyle? Their answer will tell you if they really get it. And of course, always be clear on the costs, cancellation policies, and what kind of homework you'll be doing between sessions.
Speaking of costs, let's set some realistic expectations. Remember, investing in training is really an investment in a better, safer, and just more enjoyable life with your dog.
So this table should give you a general ballpark of what to expect for different kinds of training here in Vermont. A 6-week group class could run you maybe around $200, while a package of private, in-home lessons might be several hundred. Just keep in mind that the rates can be a bit higher in places like Chittenden County compared to more rural parts of the state.
It's also really important to be realistic about time, especially if you've just adopted a dog. The 3-3-3 rule is a super helpful guide. For the first 3 days, your new dog will probably feel overwhelmed. Over the next 3 weeks, they'll start to settle in and learn your routines. But it can take a full 3 months for them to truly feel at home and build that trust. Patience is so important, and a good trainer will always respect that adjustment period.
So once you and your trainer have built a really solid foundation, the next step is to get out there and actually practice those skills in the real world. Luckily, Vermont has some fantastic spots for this. Fenced-in dog parks like Star Farm in Burlington or the one in Montpelier are perfect for safely practicing recall around other dogs. And for leash skills and focusing with distractions like other hikers and wildlife, you just can't beat the trails at places like Mount Philo or along the Long Trail. Just always be sure to check and follow the local rules wherever you go.
At the end of the day, good training just opens up your world. It means you can feel confident taking your dog with you, whether that's to a friend's house, on a tough hike, or just for a quiet walk through town. A well-behaved companion just makes every single Vermont adventure that much better. Happy training!